Have some wonderful people about to lead us.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
Welcome to our Hazan Shabbat. And also we have Jordan Goldstein, who will become a bar mitzvah just in a little over a week at this point. So very exciting. And Jordan is going to kick us off this evening with the Ashrei on page 1.
Ashrei yoshvei veitecha od yalalucha selah. Tehillah leDavid, aromimcha Elohai hamelech, ve'avarcha shimcha le'olam va'ed.
Bechol yamavachecha v'halala shimcha le'olam va'ed.
Gadol Adonai uhuol me'od, ve'ligdulato ein cheker.
Dor ledor shebach ma'asecha u'varatacha yakidu.
Hadar kevod hodecha, ve'divrei niflotecha asicha.
Ve'ezuznotecha yomeru u'gvuratcha asaprana.
Zecher aktuvcha yabi'u, ve'sidchatcha yiranenu.
Chanun v'rachum Adonai, erech apayim mugdal chesed.
Tov Adonai lechol, verachamav al kol ma'asav.
Yoducha Adonai kol ma'asecha, v'chasidaka yivarchucha.
Kevod malchutecha yomeru, ugvuratcha yedaberu.
Lehodia livnei hadam gevurotav, uchvod hadar malchutahu.
Malchutecha malchut kol olamim, umem shavarcha bechol dor vador.
Somech Adonai l'chol hanoflim, v'zokev l'chol hakafufim.
Einei kol elecha yesaberu, ve'et noten lahem et ochlo be'ito.
Poteach et yadecha, u'masbia l'chol chayratzon.
Tzadik Adonai bechol derachav, vechasid bechol ma'asav.
Arov Adonai l'chol chorav, l'chol asher yikra'u ve'emet.
Retzon yere'av ye'aseh, ve'et shev artam yishma ve'yoshien.
Somer Adonai et kol ha'hafav, v'et kol arshayim yashmid.
Tehillat Adonai yedaber pi, vivarech kol bashar, shem kodsho le'olam va'ed.
Va'anachnu nevarech Yah, me'ata v'ad olam, hallelujah. Yashikach. More to come from this young man, but in the meantime, we will continue with the Hatzi Kaddish. We have a minyan in person tonight, which is lovely. Please rise, and we will be on page 2. Yitkadav, yitkadash shemei Rabba, Be'al madi vrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayech hon v'yomechon, uv'chayedach chol beit Yisrael, ba'gala, ba'gala, uv'izman karib v'yimeru. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach, le'halam u'lam me'hamaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar, v'yiroma, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shemei dekodesh ha'barichu, le'elam, min kol bechata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, dami yiran be'ama, v'yimeru ha'amen. Continue page 3A or 3B. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Akol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot, Umevii Goel Livnei V'nei Ham Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umfoked Umoshia Umagein, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Umfoked Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye Metim, Atarav Le'Shia, Morid Atal, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechaye Metim Berachamim Rabihim, Somech Noflim Verafei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umechayem Emunato Lishenei Afahar, Micha Mocha Bal Gevurat Umito Melach, Melech Memitu Mechaye Umatzmiach Yeshua, Vene'emanat HaLachayot Metim, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechaye HaMetim. Nekadesh et shimcha ba'olam keshem shemakti shemo tov ishmei marom kakatuv al yad nevi'acha v'kaza el zaveh
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzvaot, Melech HaZevot.
Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzvaot, Melech ha'aretz kevodo, li'umatam baruch yomeru.
Baruch Kevod Adonai Mimakomo.
Baruch kedvod Adonai mimakomo, uvdivrei kodshecha katuv lemor.
Yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohai Tzion, Dor vador, Hallelujah.
Yimlach Adonai le'olam, Elohai Tzion, l'dor vador, hallelujah. L'dor vador, nagid galdecha, u'lenetzach netzachim, kiddush alcha nakdish, v'shivchacha Elohim mipinu lo yamosh le'olam va'ed, ki el melech gadol v'kadosh ata, baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Continue silently, page 5. When you have completed your prayers, please join me on page 9, Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom bimramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'himru, himru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael. 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 Amen. Page 10, Kaddish Shalem. Yitgadav yitgadav shemei Rabba, v'yamad yivrakerte, v'yamlich malchute, v'chayachon v'yamachon, v'chayedech obeit Yisrael, b'galav yizman kari v'imavru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach, le'alam u'lamei homaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalah shemei dekodesh habarechu le'elam in kol b'chata v'shirata jush b'chata v'nechamanta damiran b'yalma v'imavru amen tikabal tzlot hanu v'aton dechol Yisrael kodam avuhon divishmaya v'imavru amen Yehi shlam rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yachol Yisrael v'imavru amen Oseh shalom b'mramav Hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yakol Yisrael ve'yimeru amen. Page 11, aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol lateit gedula liyotzeh breshit shelo asanu kagoye haratzot Velo samanu k'mishpachot hadama shelo sam chalkenu kachem v'gohor aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim libnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu notei shamayim v'yaseh Moshe v'korah b'shamayim na'al Shchinatu Zalakam. Okay, Nakawala, Chadamah, Nehera, but here to the call. Agatu b'dor tachadonai yimnach le'olam v'hed v'nema v'hadonai le'melech al kol ha'aretz bayomahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Mourners, please be seated. Mourners and those observing a yard site, you may remain standing. You may enable your microphones if you're on Zoom, and we will be on page 12 for the Mourners Kaddish. Yit kadal v'yit kadash shnei rabba v'alma divra v'yurte v'yamlich machute v'chayachon u'yamachon u'v'chayedachol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman karim v'imru amen Yehei shmei rabba mevarach v'alam olamei hamaya yitbarach v'yishtavach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalah shmei dekodesh habarechu ve'ela min kol Bechata v'nechemata Damiran be'alma v'imru amen Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yachol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom b'mramav Hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yachol Yisrael v'imru amen Be seated. Welcome. It's a lovely crowd this evening for our Hazan, welcoming the Hazan candidate Shabbat. And this is we really enjoy a nice full singing of Kabbalat Shabbat. So I'm so happy to see you all here. My name's Bonnie, for anyone I don't know. I am the interim director of music and tefillah here, and I am so proud to introduce Hazan Helene Cates, who is not a stranger here, has been here for many, many years, but has also, it is more recent that she has become Hazan Helene Cates. And we're just really thrilled. She's going to be doing our high holidays as the Hazan this year, and we're just so excited to have her here doing Kabbalat Shabbat tonight. So go ahead and greet each other briefly with a Shabbat Shalom, and in just a moment we will turn it over to Helene Cates for Shalom Aleichem. So Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom,
shalom.
everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Uh,
Are you coming here for holidays? I don't know yet. Okay, could definitely use a voice like yours. I'm doing the choir. Very casual. I'll get your contact.
oh,
So people also greet each other with Shalom Aleichem, right? So Shabbat Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. It's good to be together.
I'm sorry
You
Stacy
know,
isn't here for
there's
Shabbos.
a custom that I learned where this came from later on in life. You know, there were so many things that I
Me
just
too,
did
Neil.
because I did them, but didn't necessarily know why. And then I was told, well, you know, there are these angels that follow you home when you're going home. And, you know, so you're welcoming them after having, you know, services here. You welcome the angels into your house. You know, you say shalom. You're thank you for coming. You're blessing them, and then you're saying sechem, get lost. You know, it's like, now we're gonna eat. Now we're gonna do human things, right? So, you know, obviously we're not at that stage yet. We're not telling the angels to leave because we want them to stay here with us and accompany us home. But I just thought I would give you a little bit of a background about what that's all about. So let's just hold on to that angelic feeling, feel those angels beside you. And when you're saying Sekhem, you're saying, well, that's for later. Even though I'm saying it now, you can hang out with us because we want you to sing with us. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashare, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boechem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Page 15. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzoi shenu, nekama pana betoda. Naria, naria, letzoi shenu, bizmirot naria lo. Lechuneranena, lechuneranena, lechuneranena l'Adonai. Lechuneranena, lechuneranena, lechuneranena l'Adonai. Ki el gadol l'Adonai, u'melech gadol l'kol Elohim. bottom of page 15. Arbaim shana kut bedor, v'amam toel vavhem, v'hem lo yadu drachai. Asher nishpati ve'api im yevon el menuchati. Shiru ladonai, shir chadash, shiru ladonai kol haaretz, shiru ladonai baruch shemo, basru meyom leyom yeshuato, sapru vagoyim kevodo, bechol ha'amim nifleotav, ki gadol Adonai. Hulal me'od norahu al kol Elohim ay 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 ki kol Elohe ha'amim melilim v'Adonai shemayim masa hod v'hadar lefanav oz v'tiferet במקדשו, הבו לאדוני משפחות עמים, הבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, שאו מנחה ובואו לחצרותיו, איי 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 השתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש, כאילו מפניו כל הארץ, אמרו בגויים אדוני מלך, אף תיכון תבל בל תימות, ידין עמים במישרים, ישמחו השמיים ותגר הארץ, ירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו, איי 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 אז ירננו כל עצי יער לפני אדוני, כי בא לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק ועמים באמונותה, לי 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 איי די 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 איי 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 Adonai malach tagel haaretz, yismachu im rabim. Continue davening to yourself until the end of page 17 at the bottom. Or zarua latzadik ulishvele simcha. Or zarua latzadik ulishvele simcha. Or zarua latzadik ulishvele simcha. Ula yishvele simcha. Or zarua latzadik צדיק ולשווה לב שמחה, ולישרי לב שמחה. שמחו צדיקים באדוני, והודו לזכר קודשו. And now we invite Jordan up for Psalm 29. No, not yet. Never mind. I went too fast. It's not his turn yet. We're still on Psalm 98, and I won't make you do that one. Mizmor shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, ki niflaot asa, hoshia lo yaminu zroa kodsho. Lifnei Adonai, kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel betzedek, ve'amim b'meisharim. Adonai malach yirgzu amim. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להקודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להקודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'kishtachavu lehakodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'kishtachavu lehakodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. And now we're at Psalm 29.
Jordan will return to the bima to lead us in Psalm 29. Please rise. Oh, we are on page 20. It's my only job tonight.
Mizmor LeDavid.
Havu Adonai. Is that the one you will do?
No, I was doing
Havu Va'os. Havu Adonai. Is that the tune you know or no?
well, I don't usually do this part.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Do you know this part?
Yeah. Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hir'i Adonai al mayim rabim.
Kol Adonai ha'koah, Kol Adonai be'hadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, V'shaber Adonai et arzei halvano.
Vayarkidem kemo egel Levanon veshirion kemo ven re'emim.
Kol Adonai chotzev lavotesh, Kol Adonai yahu midbar, Yachil Adonai midbar kodesh, Kol Adonai yecholel hayalot.
Vayechesof Ya'arot Uvhechelo Kulo Omer Kevod.
Adonai lemabuya, Shava Yeshev Adonai Melech leolam. Adonai oz le'amo yiten. Adonai yevarech et amo b'shalom. Yasher koach again. We'll see you back here in the next section of the service. We'll invite the Hazan back. Please be seated. We are on page 20 still. Do you want to book off?
Oh, I was gonna do.
Okay, so we'll be on page 21.
Lecha Dodi, we are inviting the Shabbos bride. Lecha Dodi likra kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likra kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'di barechat, Hishmi anu el hamiuchad Adonai echad ushmo echad l'shem utiferet deli nitila lecha dodi likra kala pene Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nehochakim kor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof maaseh b'machashava tekila lecha dodi likra kala pene Shabbat nekabela mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzei מתוך חפתך רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה לך דודי לקרא קלה פני שבת נקבלה התנערי מעפר קומי לישי בגדי תפארתך מעל יד בן ישי בית הלך מקורבה על נפשי גאלה לך דודי לקרא קלה פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי כי בעורף קומי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקרא קלה פני שבת נקבלה לא תבושי ולא תקמי מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי בך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנתה עיר אל תליה לילה לך דודי לילה לקרא קלה פני שבת נקבלה והיו למשיסה סוסייך ורחקו קומבלייך יסיס עלייך אלוהייך כנסוס חתן אקלה לילה לך דודי לילה לקרא קלה פני שבת נקבלה ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תעריצי על יד איש בן פרצי ונשמחה ונגיד לך דודי לקרא קלה פני שבת נקבלה בואי ושלום הטרף בעלה גם בשמחה ufsahala tokemune amsegula boikala la 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 kadodi la 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 li kakala tene Shabbat ne kabela yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai 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 rai 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 yai 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 rai 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 ay 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 Mismor shir leyom hashabbat Mismor shir leyom hashabbat The whole world is waiting to sing the song of Shabbat. Mismor shir leyom hashabbat. Sadikatamar ifrach ke'erez ba'levanon yisgeh shetulim bebeit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Or Yenuvun Beseva Deshenim Vera'ananim Iyu Lehadid Ki Yashar Adonai Suri Velo Avlatabo Adonai Malak Eut Lavesh Erotecha nemnu me'od Levet panav hakodesh Adonai le'orech yamim.
Mourners Kaddish, mourners and those observing yahrzeit, please rise, unmute your microphones. Page 24, Mourners Kaddish. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabba. Be'alma divrach yirteh ve'amlich malchuteh. V'chayachon u'v'yamechon u'v'chayeh dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'bizman karev. Amen.
Amen.
Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'olam v'lamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh
Hey,
v'yithadar v'yithalel v'yithalal shemei dekudasha barechu le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata da'amiran v'ama amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yalchu Yisrael v'yiru amen. Oseh
Oseh
shalom
shalom
b'amav,
b'amav.
Huyaseh
Huyaseh
shalom,
shalom.
Aleni v'Kol
Amen.
Yisrael, V'imru Amen.
Amen.
May be seated. Before we light our Shabbat candles and continue with the Ma'ariv service, I would like to invite Hazan Kates back to do a little bit of a Devar Torah. Traditionally we do a short drash during the Friday night services, so thank you.
So this is going to be a story. So that's why I don't want to stand behind there, right? And this doesn't go all the way, but if it would, I would go all the way down here. But you're just going to have to imagine that I'm going all the way down here. Because we're walking together. We're part of this story. In this week's Parsha Akev, we're going to hear, we're going to sing, we're going to chant the word Shema again. As a matter of fact, in the book of Devarim, that happens 92 times. That's a lot. So I thought, well, how could we not say something about that word, Shema? And it means so many different things, just like in Hebrew. Hebrew has all these different layers. So Rabbi Jonathan Sachs wrote this beautiful Devar Torah about the power of listening being a spiritual power. So yes, we listen with our ears, right? We hear the assignments that we get at school or at work, and we're listening with our ears. But he's talking about a deeper listening. He's talking about a listening with your soul. And there's a Hasidic saying that words are the pen of the heart, and melody is the pen of the soul. So this story starts with a wordless melody. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. And it's just all throughout this forest, this sound. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. That voice is coming from Shmuel. Shmuel, which means name of God, but also it's connected to Shema, listens to God. And I couldn't think that it was an accident that Jordan's name is Shmuel. So, of course, Shmuel is singing, waiting for people to hear his song to God. And of course, we're going to help him, right? Yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. Well, Yosef is also walking through this forest, and he's hearing this melody, and he's just entranced by it. And he has to find where it's coming from, but he's really not walking very fast because he's carrying some stuff that his wife told him he had to get in town, and it's a long walk. I'd be walking a long way, but it's not. I can't get there. But it's a long walk, very, very far from town, through the forest, back to his home. So he's carrying all this stuff that he was told to bring for Shabbat. And of course, they needed something to light, candles. And of course, they needed something to make kiddush, wine. And of course, they needed challah. So he's carrying all of this with him, and he's trying to make it to where that sound is coming from. And finally, somehow, almost by miracle, he sees Shmuel sitting by a tree and singing this song. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. So he asks Shmuel, please, will you teach me this song? And Shmuel says, well, of course, but what can you give me? What can you pay me for my song? Because this is how I make my living. I need to get paid for my song. And Shmuel's looking around. He spent all his money already, right? He went and he bought the candles and the challah and the wine. So all he has is the candles and the wine and the challah. So he offers his candles. So Yosef gives the candles to Shmuel, and Shmuel starts to teach him the song. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai. Yosef gets it, and he's like, okay, I'm going home to my wife. And he starts walking along the forest, and all of a sudden, Oops. He falls, gets knocked on the head, and you know what happens. Well, actually, it's Yosef did I say it wrong? I might have said it wrong. Yosef's the one who's walking, so he doesn't have, oh, well, you know what? He does. He still has the wine. You know, my goodness, we need to add that to the story. But somehow or other, it doesn't break because he's got to give it later. That's a very good point. Okay. So Yosef falls, he knocks his head, but he's still holding on to that wine really tightly, right? So he's holding on to that wine really tightly, and he hits his head, and he forgets the song. So now he has to go back and learn the song. So he goes back, and now, of course, he has to give the wine. And then he learns the song again, and then he goes out again, and he falls again. And then he has to give the bread. So now, he's got nothing. He's got nothing at all, but he's got this great tune. And he thinks, oh, I'm going to go home to my wife and she's going to be so thrilled. And then he realizes, she's not going to be really happy because she asked me to get candles and she can't light the song. And she told me to get wine and we can't make kiddush on the song. And she told me to get challah and we can't eat the song. I'm in trouble. So he has a little conversation, hoping that Shmuel will really hear him and his problem. Shmuel, I don't know what to do. I know I paid you all of these things for your song, but now I don't have what I need for Shabbat. What are we going to do? Shmuel says, well, I think we just have to sing on it a little bit. Oh, I have the perfect idea. Why don't you invite me to your house? And I'll bring the candles, and I'll bring the wine, and I'll bring the bread. Perfect. So they go walking through the forest, skipping through the forest, dancing through the forest, singing this song. And when they get home, well, his wife is thrilled because not only did he bring candles and wine and bread that he so lovingly brings every week, but he brought a guest. And he brought not just that song, but many, 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 many songs. And all night long, they sang into the night these beautiful melodies that just touched their souls so deeply. And Shmuel and Yosef became friends forever after. So, when we hear something spiritually, it can change our entire lives because it can result in us connecting to another person. When we daven, yes, we're praying to God and we're singing to God, but we're also connecting all of us together. And that is what makes our prayers fly. May it be speedily in our days. Good Shabbos.
Thank you so much to Hazan Cates. And speaking of candles, luckily we have them here, so we don't have to go sing for them. We would like to invite the Goldstein family, Liz, Kim, and Reese Goldstein, to light our Shabbos candles. We're on page 301 for anyone who wants to follow along. Please rise. Amen. You may be seated. Feel free to, there's more people in the room, so you can greet each other again with a Shabbat Shalom to all of our friends. Now we're starting to balance it out a little bit. At the beginning, there was a huge crowd on this side and like 2 people over here, but we're balancing it out.
Shabbat Shalom.
We will continue on page 28 with the evening service. We rise for the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. You may be seated. Baruch et Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'yadav. Umavir yom, umevi laila, umavir yom, umevi laila, umavir yom, umevi laila. Umavir yom, umevi laila. Umavir yom, umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uven laila. Adonai tzvaot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamid yimok aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim. I'd like to invite Jordan up once more to lead the Shema on page 30.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha, bechol meotecha, ve'hayu advarim ha'ele, asher ochi metzavecha, hayom levavecha, veshinantam levanecha, v'divartam bam. Shivtecha v'veitecha, Luvavtecha b'derech, U'shochlecha uv'kunecha, U'shartam le'od al yadecha, V'hayu letotafo b'neinecha, U'ktavtam al mezuzot beitecha, U'v'isharecha.
Page 31. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor, daber el bnei Yisrael v'amarta alehem, esu lahem tzitzit, al kanfei v'gdehem ledorotam v'nadnu, al tzitzit, al kanaf v'til techelet, v'hayah lachem letzitzit, v'ritam oto, uzkartem et kol mitzvot Adonai, v'asitam otam, lo taturu acharei levavchem,
Leman tiskeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim Elohem ani Adonai Elohechem אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיהם.
Adonai Elohechem Emet. Asher Kalach, Jordan. Page 32. Emet ve'emet kosto, k'kayam aleinu ki hu Adonai Elohim. Ein zelato anachnu Yisrael amo apotenu miyam. Umalchutahu beratzon kiblu alehem Moshe v'nei Yisrael l'cha'anu shira b'simcha rabba v'imru chulam Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh Nora tehilot osefele Malchut zakara uvanecha bokeyayam lifnei Moshe Zeli anu ve'ameru Adonai imloch leolam va'ed V'nehemar v'yivad Adonai et Yaakov Ugalo miyad chazak mimenu Baruch et Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Page 33. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu le'shalom ba'abidenu u'malkeinu le'chayim V'rozalinu sukal shomecha Ushmor tzeitenu vo'enu lechayim b'shalom me'atavi ad olam ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha baruch ata Adonai haporesh sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We rise for Vishamru on page 34. Vishameru v'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat Lasot et HaShabbat Ledorotam berit olam Aid veini Uvein b'nei Yisrael Oti leolam Ki sheshet yamim Asa Adonai et Hashemayim v'et haaretz Uvayom HaShevi'i Shabbat v'yinafash. We remain standing for Hatzi Kaddish, page 34, after which we will continue with the Amidah, page 35A or B, said in silent devotion. Yitkadav, Yitkadav, Shemei Rabba, Yamad Yivrach Yirteh, V'yamlich Malchuteh, B'chayechon V'yom Echon, Uv'chayei Dachol Beit Yisrael, B'gala, B'gala, Uv'lizman Karim, V'yimeru, Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Le'alam olam me'hamaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitba'ar, V'yirama, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Kodesh HaBarichu, Le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiran be'ama, V'yimeru. If you're in the midst of your prayers, please continue. When you have completed the Amidah, join me on page 38, Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'himru, himru, amen. Hey, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na. Oh, say shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'himru, himru, amen. We remain standing, page 47. Vayechulu hashamayim ve'haaretz v'chol tzivam, vayechol Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, vayishbot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa, vayivarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i vayikadesh oto, ki voshavat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim lasot. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Anurah, El Elyon, Konei Shamayim v'Haaretz, Magen Avod b'dvaron, v'chayei metim b'maharon, v'kadesh haShabbat k'be'i, hameniach le'amo, b'yom Shabbat kodso, ki v'matzah lehaniach lachem, ki v'haratza lehaniach lachem, lefanav na'avod be'yira v'yachad, v'nodeh lishmor b'chol yom tamid me'ol habrachot el ha'odahot Adon HaShalom Mekadesh HaShabbat Shivri umeniach b'kedusha le'amik tushe oneg zecher lema'aseh v'breshit. Page 48. Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu ritzei v'imnuchatenu kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha v'chten chelkenu b'toratecha sabenu mituvecha v'samchenu b'shuatecha v'taher libeinu le'avdecha be'emet v'hanchilenu Adonai Eloheinu Hava uvratzon Shabbat kodecha ve'anuchu v'Yisrael mekadesh shemecha Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat Kadi Shalem, Yitkedav, Yitkadashime Rabba, Be'amadi Vachute, Ve'amlich Machute, B'chei Chonav Yom Echonu, V'chei Yedechol Beit Yisrael, Bagalav Izman Kari Ve'imavru, Amen. Yeheshme Rabba Mevorach, Le'alam Ulal Mehamaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach V'ishtabach V'yipar V'yitrama V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemeda Kodesh Abarechu. Dit kabalt Yehesh Lama Rabba Min Dit kabalt Honu V'Ahoton Dechol Yisrael Kodama V'Hon Divish Maya V'Imavru Amen. Yehesh Lama Rabba Min Shemaya V'Chayim Aleinu V'Chol Yisrael V'Imavru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Mamav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'Chol Yisrael V'Imavru Amen. Page 49. Savrei Havrei. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hakahafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kadeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat koto be'ahava uvratzon hinkilanu zikaron l'maaseh bereishit kihu yom tehila l'mikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim. Hivanu v'charta v'yotanu kidasha mikol abim v'shabbat kodshecha be'avu v'ratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh Shabbat. We remain standing for the Aleinu, page 51. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'ateit gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kagoye haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot hadama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kachol hamonam. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נטע שמיים ויסד ארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושנאת זאת רבנו על כן נקרא לכם אנו אלוהינו Takatu b'tor tachadonai yimlach le'olam v'hed v'ne'emar v'hayadonai l'melech ha'kol ha'aretz v'yom ahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo You may be seated. This week, our community has suffered several losses. Philip Kaplan, husband of Sally Kaplan, father of Bibi, Lisa and Michael Kaplan, Brandon Reisman, son of Lyndon Howard Reisman, brother of Jared Reisman and Brooke Wagenheim. And we continue to walk with those in our community who are in mourning, that come to Daily Minyan to observe the memories of Gladys Hirsch, Rose Ida Lubin, Joseph Marcus, Philip Kleiman, Jay Rothbaum, Charlotte Gordon, Louise Baum, Susanna Gravely, Charlotte Kornblum, Shirley Miller, Deborah Littman, Stuart Galashoff, Edna Helfer, Susan Collar, and Lou Schloss. In addition, we are observing the yard sites of Lillian Bernstein, Lou Dressler, Cantor Isaac Goodfriend, Frida Karp, Edith Leibovitz, Jerome Mendel, Terry Morgan Morrow, and Pauline Streve. Are there any other names that I have omitted this evening? Stephen Goldstein. Anyone else that we're observing a yard site for this evening? All mourners and those observing a yard site, please rise and turn to page 52 for Mourner's Kaddish. Yid Gadal v'Yid Kadash Shemei Rabbah Ve'alma Divra Chirutei Ve'amlich Malchutei V'chayachon Ve'amachon U'mechayed Echol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala Uvizman Kariv Ve'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam U'Lalmei Almaya Yitzbarach Ve'yishtabach Ve'yitpa'ar Ve'yitromam Ve'yidaseh V'yitadar V'yitalev V'yitalal Shemei Dekudasha Barichu Le'ela Min Kol Berchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Da'amiran Be'alma V'imru Amen Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya L'chayim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen Oseh Shalom Imramav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to invite Ryan. Oh, you're right there. Ryan Posner, who was sitting back there before, which is why I was looking there. But now he came up because he knew it was his turn to speak. So thank you for making it so convenient. Ryan Posner, one of our officers, to give some announcements.
Thank you, Bonnie. Shabbat Shalom. And thank you for being with us here this evening in the Ullman Chapel and those that are watching us online. A heartfelt thank you to the following for their contributions this evening. Bonnie, thank you for leading both the Minka and Monreeve service. And of course, Damone Fanuni for everything you do with orchestrating and engineering our audio. And Neil Yarm for serving as our Zoom Shaliach. And Helene Cates, thank you for leading the Kabbalah Shabbat portion of the service. And I want to offer a special thank you to you as well, Helene, for spending the weekend with us. This opportunity has allowed our community to get better acquainted with her, not only as she prepares to be involved in our high holiday services, but also as we explore the possibility of her becoming a full-time clergy member here at the AA. We are all looking forward to spending this weekend singing, praying, and learning with her as we seek to identify a mutual fit and opportunity for both Helene and our community. Thank you also, Hazan Cates, for sharing your beautiful and fun story this evening. Tomorrow morning, we look forward to your leadership during both the Torah and Musaf services, where you also share another special Torah-centered story during the sermon segment. At 12:30 p.m. tomorrow during Kiddush, we have the opportunity to participate in a special Rebbe's Tish honoring our Torah study leaders in Soroki Auditorium. This will be a chance to hear some Torah wisdom and engage in more spiritual singing with Helene. You can continue to engage with Helene tomorrow evening as well during the Havdalah service at 7:15 p.m., whether in person or online. And in case you haven't picked up the theme yet with Helene, she will also be with us here on Sunday at 9:30 a.m. in the morning to lead songs and prayers with the Kesher students and their families in Paradise Hall. So please find the opportunity to introduce yourself and greet Helene if you are here this evening or at any other time this weekend. Now, I'd like to extend a special mazel tov to Jordan Goldstein for leading parts of our services this evening. And we look forward to celebrating with you next weekend as you become a bar mitzvah. Jordan, I know your parents Adam and Kim, your sister Reese, and your grandparents Bobby, Liz, and Gary and Lois must be incredibly proud of you. We are also grateful for the support of Jordan's extended family, including aunts and uncles, Gail and Lyons Hyman, Janet Schotten, Dick Freeman, Karen Goldstein, and Betty Ann Schusterman. The Goldstein family has deep roots in our community, including their significant contribution to the Czech Torah Project. And on behalf of my fellow officers and board of directors, we want to thank the entire Goldstein extended family for being such an integral part of our community. Thank you all for being here tonight, both in person and online. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. and throughout the weekend as we continue our Shabbat celebration. Wishing you all a peaceful and joyous Sabbath. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Ryan. And to conclude our service, I would like to invite Jordan back for one more, the conclusion of our service, the exciting peak of the service for Yigdal on page 53. Let's all sing along with Jordan.
Yigdal Elohim Chai Ve'yishabach Nimsa Ein Et El Metziuto. Ein lo demun haguf ve'ein o guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato.
Kadmon l'chol davar asher nivra, Rishon v'yein Reshit l'Reshito.
Hino Adon Olam ve'kol notzar yoreg gedulato malchuto.
Shefad mu'ato nitano, Elan she'sekulato v'tifato.
Lo kam b'Yisrael kemo she'od naviv umatzbit et munato.
Torah t'menatan le'amoel, al yad nevi'o neman beto.
Lo yachalif ha'el velo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato.
Sofer yodea sitarenu, mabit l'sof davar bekadmato.
Gomel la'ish chasef kemi falo noten la ra'asha raket rishato.
Yishlach l'keitz yamim v'shihenu, lifdot mechakekes Yeshuato.
Meti Yechaya El Bero Hasto Baruch Adei Ad Shem Tehilato.
Neitim Yechayel berov kasto, Baruch Adei Ad Shem Tehilato. Yashikach, Jordan.
Shabbat shalom,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Please do
shalom.
take the opportunity
Shabbat
to
shalom.
Elizabeth with the
Shabbat
Hazan
shalom.
and
Shabbat shalom.
tomorrow and the rest of the weekend, we
Shabbat
hope.
shalom.
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Cousin Helene, such a pleasure.